Sorry guys, with all the fuzz flying around. Right now I have all my skincare done and I have SPF on. That's why I have like that white cast on my face. Summertime I normally use mattifying primers even though I have dry skin, just because it's summer outside and I don't want my face to look too dewy. Today I'm going to be using the Milk Makeup Pore Eclipse Mattifying Primer. This is a sample. Going in with the Milk Makeup Pore Eclipse Primer. This one is my summer primer. Even though I have dry skin, this keeps me super matte for the summer months, so my face won't get shiny at all. If you have oily skin and you're looking for a great primer to control your oils, get this one. This is one of my favorite primers for mattifying. So now that I have my primer on right now, I'm going to go in with 3 different things. I'm going to be starting off with the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter in the shade 6 Tan Deep. I'm just going to dot this over my face. Juvia's Place Radiant Booster. The lid comes off very easily. It wasn't glued down properly, but I'm in the shade number 3. Beauty Foundation. I haven't been able to put this foundation down. It's so good, and I like how it's like literally skin finish. Imitates how your skin would look just with moisturizer on, just like if you were to have clear skin. That's just what this imitates, and I really like how hydrating this is. So I'm just gonna dot a couple of dots on my face. Using the Sephora Collection 64. I really like the foundation brush. I just added these 2 for extra boost under my foundation, so that's why it's really glowy right now on my face. And this is what it looks like right now. I really love this formula. It's so nice and hydrating, especially if you have dry skin. Check this out. As long as you could find your shade in this, it was a little bit of a hassle. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is my concealer. Go in with the Haus Lab Concealer 43 Medium Deep Golden. This one I'm going to use on my upper lip just to cover up that discoloration. Just blending it in. This concealer is not really brightening for me. I just use it on the areas where I need extra coverage. Fenty Beauty. This one is the hydrating one and it's 430. Just to cover up my darkness. I have darkness on my upper lids. I like to concealer on my upper lids and not just the bottom. So I'm just adding 410 with this too. Some people don't have to use a lot of concealer because they don't have discoloration on their eyelids, so they don't have anything to worry about. If I don't use concealer, I'm just gonna look really tired, so I always have to add a concealer on because I have tired looking eyes. Until I get my eyes done with the surgery that I want to get, I will look tired without makeup, so I have to always have concealer because I just look too tired and I'm over it. So I definitely am gonna get that done eventually. Next thing I'm gonna do is my bronzer. I'm gonna go in with the Makeup by Mario. This one is the Self Sculpt Bronze and Shaping Serum. It has a pump, or you could use the bottom part, and in the doe foot applicator it has a hole in it. I'm gonna put this in the areas that needs the bronzer, and I'm just gonna draw it underneath my jawline, and I'm gonna draw some around my nose just to bring out the bridge a lot more, because I already have a straight nose. I like to bring out the bridge part a lot more. Just gonna blend that out now. I really like this bronzing serum, and this is definitely gonna last you a good amount of time, especially if you're using the doe foot applicator part to apply this. It's gonna take you a long time to finish, which I like. Normally with higher end makeup, a lot of times you don't get a lot for what the price is, so I like with this, at least if I'm using the doe foot part, you're gonna have this for a good amount of time. I'm gonna blend out my nose with another brush. My Patrick Ta, and this one is for contouring. It comes with the contour for your nose, a fluffy part to blend it out. I'm just gonna randomly tell you guys a little bit about myself when it comes to makeup. So I am someone who always was a makeup girly growing up as a teenager. I really got into it when I was 16. and it's been many years since I've been wearing makeup, higher end and lower end. The reason why I always do mostly higher end products, drugstore, super fair, or if you're super dark, like it was no in between. So it's like I had to just end up leaving the drugstore and just going for higher end, and we never had Sephora at the time. So what I did was I went to MAC, and the girl that shade matched me, she was the best. She's like, you have a really yellow undertone and you're really golden as well. At the time when I was just getting into makeup, she was just telling me like how to buy my stuff when it comes to the makeup, because at the time years ago when I was 16, I never knew anything about makeup. I was just getting into it. She's just saying that like you need to always get in the warm category. I might not say dark skin with yellow undertone when a brand comes out, so you just have to stick with the warm category. She told me ever wore MAC growing up after I left the drugstore, like a month of being frustrated with the drugstore 8 years ago. I'm just gonna go in with the ultra pink OneSize. This is number 1. I know they came out with other shades, but I definitely have to get this in the bigger size because this is almost done. It gives you such a natural finish. I cannot stop using this back under it just to stop this creasing. And if you don't fix it, then set the creases in place, and then you're gonna see lines, and when you set it, creases throughout the day because the way my eye looks. So until that's improved by surgery, it's gonna still look like that. So forgot what I was gonna say, but yeah. So when I found my shade in MAC, I was there for years because we never had Sephora in Canada yet, and when Sephora came, I was like, oh my goodness, this is so good. Like I don't have to go to MAC anymore, because in Canada Sephora has MAC there. I know they don't sell all the stuff, but they have majority of the stuff that I needed from MAC. Sephora had, and I was like, awesome, this is so cool. And then I stayed there and it's like, yeah, I'm staying here. And then I never went back to MAC because I had a passion for makeup and skincare from a young age. So my parents wouldn't allow me to go to school for makeup, even though I was into it, because their thing was, oh, makeup is not gonna pay the bills and stuff like that. So I had to just randomly choose things and like job hop from different places, because my thing is mostly makeup. So it's like if I don't really have a passion for something, it's gonna be short-lived. So for me, I really liked makeup, and I just wanted to always just do makeup. That's it. Growing up, I had like strict parents. Like we weren't allowed to talk to guys. We weren't allowed to. It was just so annoying. They're like, oh, they're gonna get you in trouble and all this stuff. So it was just a bunch of nonsense growing up. So I really got into makeup. I always had a passion for it, even though my parents didn't allow me to go to school for makeup. And then that's when I got really good at it. And at the time, people had their cliques already, so it's like I didn't really fit in with anybody. So eyebrows are done. I did end up using the brown one first, and then the dark one, the black one last. So eyebrows are done. And then now I'm just gonna set my face. The Beauty, this one is Sugar Cookie. It's translucent. I like this powder. Set the rest of the face where it's shiny. Sephora collection. This one is a single eyeshadow called Sand Dunes. That's what it looks like. It appears a lot lighter in the pan. Don't be fooled by this color because it definitely shows up a lot deeper on the eyelids. I just really like using it as a transition shade. Just focusing this eyeshadow in the crease. My tight line and my waterline with the Creamy Cool pencil. This one is the Huda Beauty. This is the shade Berry Banta. I'm gonna go in with my coffee shop palette from Juvia's Place. I really like this palette in neutrals. I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. None of them are named. I'm just gonna put this in the outer corner and then keep blending just to deepen it up. Right here above that, darker one in this part. Take another brush. I'm going to use this shade right here. Just focus this a little bit at the lash line. Bring it up a little bit, smoking it out. Another brush color here on this side, and then I'm just going to blend this just in inner tear duct all the way to like the mid part. I really like using matte eyeshadow. I really wish this was like an all matte palette. That'd be awesome. For a collection, Black Ice. It's another single shadow, and it's just a black one. especially when your palettes don't come with black. This is great to have. Just gonna dot it just to bring it out a little bit more, just to deepen it a tad bit. I never get fallout no matter what. People are just too heavy-handed, I guess, when it comes to applying eyeshadow. I'm going to be using the Sephora Big by Definition mascara. This is a decent mascara. I just love how it is. Like, the formula feels really nice. It's not too dry, not too moist. Also, I am an introvert. It might not look like that, but I am very scared to make conversation if you don't look approachable. So if you're very friendly, then it's going to be easy for me to like talk to you if I have to make initiative to talk to people. Very reserved person, and that's always how I have been and always will be. Some people will, oh, she's stuck up, but I'm not. I just don't want to go to every and anyone. Obviously, you're not supposed to be friends with every and anyone because not everyone means well for you. So if I get invited somewhere and it's too much people, then I'm not going to really be talking. Not because like I want to be like a mouse or anything, because it's like I don't really know everyone with me. But until you make me feel comfortable, then I will talk. Not stuck up. For people who think I am, for me to start conversation with anyone, it hardly happens. It's still very scary because like I don't know you that well. So that's just how I am. But for me, making YouTube videos is not hard for me anymore than it used to be 4 years ago. I can't believe it's 4 years I've been making content on my YouTube channel. It's been a journey. I learned so much going forward and what not to do now. So I'm just trying to like grow. And the goal for my YouTube channel this year at least is to get 1,000 by the end of the year, 1,000 subscribers. That'd be really nice. And then to grow from there. But I definitely want to hit that milestone this year, at least by the ending of this year. I'm trying to make that a goal. I know sometimes it's not easy, but like you just definitely have to exert yourself and try. You guys, it might look like I have a lot of makeup, a lot of lip glosses, a lot of this and that. Sorry about my raspy voice. It's always like that in the morning. It goes by so quickly because I wear makeup Monday to Sunday. So all my makeup finishes very fast, including my skincare. It finishes like running water. I always have to buy new stuff because I wear makeup so often. I've been a makeup girly for many years now, so I know my stuff when it comes to makeup and skincare, so this is nothing new for me because I always been that girl. So you guys know a little bit about me. It's crazy because I grew so much as a person making my YouTube channel. If you guys been around since I started this journey, it's so scared to talk. I was so stiff when I was making my content, and my editing was very like abrupt, and then I improved so much on that too. They are right. The more you do something, the better you get at it. So I mean, growth will happen over time. There's no real rush, but I would definitely like to grow at least 1K by the ending of this year. Little thing just to easily do my eyebrows or clean them up. You just have to have a steady hand for this. I will say using this makes it super easy to apply your concealers around the eyebrow. Really blend this down. So this is what they look like cleaned up. Now I'm going to be doing my lips. I'm going to be using the NYX lip liner. This one is in the shade Brown. Molasses from Sephora collection retractable lip liner. This one over the brown. I'm going to be using the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Fudge Me. So this is what my lips look like up close. And then now I'm just going to do my blush. I'm going to be using my Haus Lab blush. This one is in the shade Dragon Fruit Daze. You're going to see the engravement for a very long time just because the color payoff is super pigmented. You don't have to use a lot. I'm just going to add some onto my cheeks. I'm just going to smile. Just to add a little flush of color. So that's all I'm adding. And then I'm going to do the other side. And just blend that out. Looks really nice. And I really like this blush. It's such a cute color. I like cool tone pinks and like baby pinks for my blushes the most. If I'm gonna use blush, and I'm just gonna blend it out a little bit. Just dab this down. And that's the final look. And that's my makeup look today.